watching.
Pulled out of the World Championships, felt she wasn't ready for that level of competition in spite of the fact that she had become the Canadian champion. Joanie Rochette went and wound up a solid 8th at the World Championships. And then this season, she was brilliant in capturing her first Canadian championship. You put it all together, and Joanie Rochette has many Canadians visualizing red, white, and gold. It's over. She will not be caught.
When I saw everyone standing up at the end, I knew that I realized my best performance there. This was very emotional, and I couldn't think of anything. I was just too excited, and a title is something you will have for the rest of your life. I will always be 2005 national champion. And I don't think it will change my expectations. Maybe it might change other people's expectations, but my own expectations haven't changed for the season. They remain the same. I just want to make goals that I'm sure I can achieve. I mean, the expectations are still very high, but I'm capable of not listening to it and just focusing on my own thing. And I think just not thinking about the result makes you skate better, and you even get better results by doing that. Like when I came third in China, I knew that the rest of the season would be good. I found a new serenity inside myself, new confidence, and I felt different on the ice being out there. Well, a good showing at the Worlds this year would mean that I could repeat the kind of performances I've done all through the season. But a bad showing would be finding the old Joanie again and not having the fighter attitude. I don't want to think of medaling or anything yet. If I skate good, I will be happy.
Inside this arena, that's because Russia's Irina Slutskaya skates for gold this afternoon. And the question is, can she do it? Can she complete one of the most courageous comebacks in the history of this sport?
Well, you know, she has major issues. Number one is her health. She's been dealing with a heart ailment. Took her out of all of last season until the World Championships. She's on medication that sometimes makes her feel tired. But the biggest issue, I think, is the enormous pressure that she feels being here in Moscow. And she said after the short program, she never could have imagined it would be this difficult to skate in her hometown. I hope she can do it. Everybody here hopes she can do it. But I also have my doubts whether she can come through under this type of pressure.
Lots of pressure on many skaters here this afternoon. Five-time world champion Michelle Kwan of the United States wants to get back on top of the podium. She's 5th after the short program. American Sasha Cohen is in better position right now, 2nd going into this free skate.
Well, there was so much hype about Michelle coming to these World Championships and never having competed under this new scoring system. And Sasha Cohen has just quietly arrived here, gone about her business, skated very well, and she's in 2nd place. She was off the circuit all season due to a back injury. But it's important to remember that last year, when this system was given sort of its test drive on the Grand Prix circuit, she's the woman who currently has the highest point total ever achieved in the free skate. So you have to consider that should Slutskaya have any falter, she's going to be there.
Canada's champion, Joanie Rochette, is 10th going into this free skate. I'm wondering what her realistic prospects are.
Well, you know, Joanie came out and nailed the short program big time. I think she's got to be feeling some disappointment that she's sitting in 10th. We all thought she got undermarked and that she should be skating the last flight. What she's got to do is just wipe the slate clean, put that behind her, come out with the same aggressive kind of attack that she had in the short, and skate for everything, because we know what happened in the men's event. Anything can happen here. She can come from anywhere, and I just hope mentally she's ready to do that.
This should be exciting as the curtain goes up this afternoon on the women's free skate. At least a half a dozen of these skaters with a chance to step onto the podium this afternoon. Before we get underway with the free skate program, let's show you the standings after the short. And it was Russia's Irina Slutskaya, 1st after qualifying, 1st after the short program, followed by American Sasha Cohen. Young Carolina Kostner of Italy is currently sitting in 3rd place. The 5-time champion Kwan in 5th. The defending champion Shizuka Arakawa of Japan in 6th place going into the free skate. Joanie Rochette 10th for Canada. The other Canadian skating this afternoon, Cynthia Phaneuf, is 19th after the short program. And our first skater is Canada's Cynthia Phaneuf, with some encouragement from coach Annie Barabé as she heads out for her free skate this afternoon here in Moscow. The Canadian champion 1 year ago on an emotional night in Edmonton that saw six-time champion Jennifer Robinson dethroned in her last Canadian championship. Cynthia competed internationally as a junior last season and went to the Junior World Championships instead of the Worlds in Dortmund. She looked awfully nervous here before heading out, and you have to wonder whether she could have used that exposure to the world stage last year.
Absolutely. Went to the Grand Prix final earlier this season and found herself totally unnerved amongst the top skaters in the world. It was a disastrous performance that shattered her confidence, and she's had a really hard time recovering from that performance.
She's got a very aggressive program scheduled, one that will allow her to move if she can deliver it here today.
She's opening with the triple Lutz combination, and she barely hangs on to that. Triple toe, and again struggles with that landing. Got to stay aggressive here.
Triple flip.
And no, she doubles.
Good double axel.
She had such a promising start to her season this year. Second at Skate America, first at Skate Canada, and then things just unraveled from there.
Second to Joanie Rochette at the Canadian Championships in London.
Just to get aggressive here. It's her second triple Lutz attempt. And no, pops it wide open. And that tells you right there where her confidence is at.
Setting up for a triple loop. And a fall on that triple sow cow. Under this new scoring system, a fall is an automatic 1-point deduction.
On top of that, though, the judge will give it a grade of execution of at least a -3.
Which translates into 4 points being lost. Triple toe.
Cynthia Phaneuf from Drummondville, Quebec. And she looked tense and seemed to wear out as that free skate moved on.
Well, clearly she looked very uncomfortable out there. She did, however, fight to the end. She got nailed that very last triple, did not give up. Here's a look at the triple Lutz she started with. You could tell she just wasn't quite over top of herself on those jumps, but she tried.
Some quality spins along the way, but the overall package needs to be upgraded to get her to the point where she can truly contend. But most importantly, she has to complete jumps like that triple Salchow.
I think the big thing for Cynthia next year will be to get that confidence back that she showed she had last year and at the beginning of this season. She's got to find her way back to that point.
Oh, she looks so down here with her coach, Annie Barabé. And here come the scores. Scores for technical elements, 37.05. For program components, 42.67. Add those together for a free skate score of 78.72, well below her personal best of 101.90. So a tough free skate and a disappointed young Canadian, Cynthia Phaneuf. But there are many years ahead for her. Our coverage of the women's free skate will continue from Moscow after this. BMO Financial Group. Now let's go downstairs, and here's Guy with Canada's Cynthia Phaneuf.
Thank you, Mark. With Cynthia Phaneuf, which level of satisfaction is not what it could be, of course, but we also got a great experience here.
I got a great experience here. Maybe I don't skate well, but I got to think about the good thing of this year. I was on the podium at 2 Grand Prix, and I did so many things that I wasn't expecting. So just keep focused on the good thing of this year and forget this competition. Maybe I can remember my good practice here and just a program that wasn't like I was supposed to be.
Thank you very much, Cynthia.
Thank you.